Hey, do you know what's been the biggest argument of the internet throughout many years and still is? It's the generations conflict. We've experienced so many different fights and trends like Gen Alpha influencers, Millennial core, Gen Z agent like Milk, and boomers. Yeah, just boomers. At least we can all agree on that, right? But every month we have more and more arguments, like the most recent one, Eminem's return, and Gen Z trying to cancel him. Gen X and Millennials finding out that Eminem is back, and Gen Z is already trying to cancel him like it hasn't been before. Good luck, it didn't work then and it won't work now. The funny thing about canceling Eminem argument is that no one does it for real. Like I spent some time searching for Gen Z voting for it, and I couldn't find a single serious video about it. And when Gen Z is actually trying to communicate and say that no one is canceling Eminem, except for 2 random posts on TikTok, and we listen to him too. That doesn't matter, because the war is the war, and don't even try to end it this fast. Don't worry, no one is trying to cancel him, you'll be okay. I don't give an F either way. This comment made me genuinely think, then why do you post it and accuse people for canceling someone? To prove who's better once again? Who's not tired of it? Definitely not millennials, because you don't understand the amount of videos like this. Younger generations are out there getting heated, meanwhile millennials are just vibing to sweet nostalgia. I tried my best taking millennials' side, I promise. But literally everything I could find is Gen Z trying to calm aggressive people down or joking about it. But people find new ways of making the situation best for them, because no one started the fight. It didn't exist in the first place.
Who's gonna tell Gen Z that we master manipulated them into not canceling Eminem by saying that they canceled Eminem before they try to cancel Eminem, so therefore they would not cancel Eminem? Who's gonna tell them? I'll do it.
And my favorite part is the caption under this TikTok. Oh, the whole reverse psychology trick worked again. Mwahaha. You don't understand with what force I pushed myself into reading this. So letting Gen Z listening to Eminem since they were kids and making them actually like this artist is just a reverse psychology trick millennials were planning for 15 years until Houdini's song came out. Very smart. And what's interesting for me is that they probably understand how delusional they are, because comments under this TikTok has magically disappeared. That's the true Houdini here. And the reason why millennials thought that Gen Zs are going to cancel Eminem is because 3 years ago someone said that Eminem has offensive lyrics in his songs, and probably millennials can't forget about it. But you have to remember that everyone makes mistakes. And we have some cringe stuff to remember about you too, like this iconic video.
What? Gen Z's trying to what? Cancel Eminem. Gen Z's trying to cancel Eminem? Honey, that's cute. Listen, little kitties, let me make this quite clear. This man was around even before you were—
Give me that phone. I said never use it again. Honey, that's cute. The digital footprint is real. But I can't deny, this video made me feel that special type of happiness. You know, like that feeling when an annoying person posts something on Instagram and you can't wait to discuss it with your friends. But even that can't compare to seeing you liking this video and subscribing to my channel. So do it, please. Oh yeah, thank you. Felt that. But the difference between generations is actually much deeper than just liking Eminem. The reason why we're arguing all the time is the way generations make a heart gesture.
How would you make a heart? How would you pick up a phone? How would you hang up a phone?
Yeah, Max, I hate you. I think you didn't hang up. Hello? Yeah, bye.
How do you roll down the window? How do you wash dishes? How do you take a photo?
What are they trying to do with this video? Proving that Gen Zs are stupid because they don't know the difference between washing the dishes and loading the dishwasher? I'd hate playing the charades game with her. Okay. It's a phone. A button? Do you press a button? Jenny, what the hell are you doing? That's vacuuming, like I was turning on my robot vacuum cleaner. You're out. I think people don't really understand the meaning of international signs, like a phone or taking a photo. And I have to ask, why the way you pick up your phone or show a heart sign even says anything about your generation? Gen X, best generation ever. No one shows hearts like us. Why am I trying so hard to prove that it's stupid when I can just show you other videos when Gen Z show the same gestures as Gen X in the previous video? Duh! We show rolling down the window this way because no one would understand what that pushing down means. I think the problem with this trend is that people don't ask the right question. Like, how would you take a photo, which is obviously this way? Or how would you show taking a photo, which is obviously this gesture? But watching more and more videos like this, I start to believe that they were made just to brag about old times and how Gen Alpha and Gen Z have never experienced that. A reminder, I'm 21 and I've used a push button phone.
If someone is making a call, how would you pick up the phone?
Hello.
No.
What do you mean? This is an iPhone. This is an iPhone.
Now, how would you hang up on that call?
Click. No.
Click like this.
No.
You put it on.
Hang up button is right here.
I don't remember millennials walking around with a push button phone with them and awkwardly pulling out this monstrosity out of their purse. Like, this little girl tells the truth. If you're a millennial, you have to admit that for the past 10 years you have been using an iPhone. It didn't hold anything similar to this in years or even decades. And let's all agree that the best way to hang up a phone is like this. The most epic thing I've ever done. But let's not forget about other differences between generations, like long or ankle socks. I really would like to stop making drama about it like it's something important. But yes, we Gen Z prefer long socks because we don't like to constantly pull this thing up. I don't want to feel it sliding down my feet every 5 minutes. And more importantly, I don't want to feel stupid taking off my shoes at someone's house. I don't know why I needed a minute break to debate about socks, but everyone has their own traumas. Millennial versus Gen Z. I love how this video says nothing about generations. Like, you can't tell me that every millennial would wear this hat being absolutely serious about it, if they haven't been in coma since 2016. And I have to say that Gen Z style is not my cup of tea either. My cup of tea? Who's that lady? And I, as a person who's not searching for conflicts, would watch this video and forget about it. Because I understand that the styling ability of two people doesn't represent the whole generation. But well, comments are comments. Millennial all day long. Millennial every time. The shoe choice, the accessories and hats by Gen Z are just terrible. They will regret it later too. Says who? Again, not a fan of Gen Z looks either. But am I crazy or this thing doesn't look any better? And the only comment I could relate to is which one is which. Because honestly, the more realistic videos about style are something like this. Yeah, we're quite alike and maybe it's time to admit it. I think there is a bigger percentage of millennials who would wear skinny jeans than Gen Zs, for example. Or a bigger percentage of Gen Zs who would wear sneakers. But in reality, everyone styles themselves how they like. And so many people just don't care about fashion at all. So this trend is another way to make people feel aggressive towards each other. I believe there are some certain trends among different generations. But I'd like to see it as not something bad, but interesting or something new you could try. But we're not at the point of being friendly with each other anymore.
Gen Z told us millennials that we can't do a front tuck anymore. And I'm just gonna ask you, like, does this not look like a grandma?
Why do you want 16-year-olds to approve of how you dress? I have nothing against the video, but the comments. Dear millennials, do you know people in their mid-20s? Yeah? Well, it's not you anymore. I know it sounds scary, but it's really not. You're not old, you're just in your 30s, or almost 30. You're welcome, I hope to see less miscommunications. And to be honest, I don't think it's bad to do a front tuck. Am I a bad Gen Z after this? Or do we all agree on that and this information came out of nowhere? Anyways, appearance is not the most important thing. The main reason why we joke and laugh at each other is our behavior. And I know that humor is a very subjective thing, but there is nothing I love and hate at the same time more than millennials' broken humor. And this time as we talk about differences between generations, especially editions of the best parodies.
Is there anything I can get for you, Nance? Oh, you want to see some photos of Grandad?
No! One last post. Hashtag Dead Tea.
I'll just post it for you.
How many?
You've just got a few minutes before you slip away, Nan. Try to relax.
No, how many views?
Oh, 12.
Gen Z and Gen Alpha are so stupid for using their phone. Gladly everyone older use pigeons to communicate. Okay, boomers and Gen X don't use TikTok and don't wish to become viral, because they have TV. But don't you guys just post a very special video just for views? Nah, they would never. It's probably another Gen Z disguising as a millennial.
Typical Gen Z. She's like 12. Don't lump her in with us. Yeah, that's not Gen Z, that's Gen Alpha. No, 2012 kids are the youngest Gen Zs. You have to claim her. No, it's 2013. Think again. It's 2010. 1997 to 2012. She's definitely not. There's no way. Will someone ask Google, please?
Oh, me? I don't know. Like 2012? Or maybe 2010?
Where do I belong?
I need my videos with kittens to relax. Let's drop the humor in this video. We watched it till the end and it's already huge. No, I'm not mean. I actually think that the topic on this video is pretty interesting. Those generation years are pretty confusing all the time. And people battle to prove that they belong to some group. But even if the strict dividing exists, do you think there is much of a difference between a 27-year-old and 28-year-old? Obviously not, but it's two different generations. And if you said yes, are you sure you exist? And it's not the only thing that make me always struggle with generations. I can swear that I know so many Gen Zs who are the brightest example of what we call millennial core. I believe that the year you were born in is not that important as the culture you grew up in, or with whom you were hanging out as a child. All of this is 100 times more important than some stupid years. But for some reason, association with generations became so strong that now the year of your birth defines your whole personality. And if someone says, oh, what a typical Gen Z, that doesn't mean anything great. Like, boomers are outdated, Gen X are rude, millennials are cringy, Gen Z are addicted to internet, and and Gen Alpha are stupid. No surprise, people started to get offended when someone mixes them up with other generation.
Now look very closely. So, you guys are like twins. No, no, no. We are not the same. Okay, well, I certainly can't tell you guys apart.
Well, yeah, because the oldest Gen Alpha and the youngest Gen Z are almost the same age? Then how do you tell Millennials and Gen Z apart? Does he have a radar or something? And another question I can't get rid of is why age has become a thing to be ashamed of. And how is it supposed to identify your inner world? Alpha plays Fortnite. Dude, I'm Gen X and I play Fortnite. We can always find common ground. That's exactly what I mean. We can find so much more in common than people show it in social media.
I'm a millennial trying to fit in with Gen Z. Of course skinny jeans are dead to me. I'm a millennial trying to fit in with Gen Z. Of course I study Gen Z trends.
Tomato girl.
A girl who wears red in the summer.
Latte girl.
A girl who wears brown.
Coastal grandma.
A 30-year-old appropriately wearing linen and a beach hat to the beach.
You know what? I'm not going to protect Gen Z, because probably someone cares about latte and tomato girls. But you know what Millennial could do to fit in with Gen Z? Be yourself. Yeah, it's that easy. I think for the past years we have progressed well enough to be friends with people we like, instead of people our age or appearance or anything else we prefer. But of course, not only Millennials mock Gen Zs, it works both ways.
Guys, I just did a thing. I woke up this morning and I said, I feel like adulting today, and so I did.
You know, all the parodies on different generations are partially truthful. Did younger people started to use their phone all the time? Yes. Am I scared to see my screen time? Yes. Is there a specific group of millennials who think that they're big toddlers? Yes. I'd like to make fun of each other, but without getting offended. I know that when people say that some generation is doomed, that can't be true. Because there are a lot of people who are not related in any way. Time passes and people change, and those changes can be scary. I make a little celebration on the phone call with my dad when he turns that back camera on showing something, instead of trying to do it with the front one like this. Do you see a cat? Like this? No, I don't. And to be honest, that's the topic I'm scared of. Because Gen Z and Millennials are quite alike to not do anything crazy to each other. Spread some rumors and it's done. But every time this conflict touches Gen X, I'm out.
Gen X okay? No, seriously, are you guys okay?
What kind of stupid question is that? We're fine. It's 2023. This is a cakewalk.
Told you, I avoid this topic for a reason. I don't want to have a broken nose. They have seen too much in their life to win this fight. And I don't think they're really interested in the generation war either. Have you seen the typical Karen? They don't care if what they're doing is right. Their existence is already enough to take what they want. And no, I don't think that Gen X are full of Karens. It's just the most popular age for them to spawn. Crap, I am a Gen Z. I'd love to see people relaxing more and maybe stop trolling Gen Alpha for being raised like that. It's not their fault for having unlimited iPad time. If you agree with me and think that you could be friends with anyone if they're a great person, write about it in the comments. And of course, like and subscribe. I am a small creator and it is really important for me. Bye!